Well, hey sweet friends, and welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome especially. I'm Sally. I'm so glad you stopped by, and I am officially a nutritional therapy practitioner, so excited about that. I just want to share today a super realistic day of eating. My goal here is always to provide y'all with ideas of how to get more nourishing meals, nourishing food into your bodies, but I also want to keep it realistic because we all have lives and it requires baby steps, and I want it to be accessible. So this is just what's super realistic for me. I'm starting the day out with some pancakes. This is a mix that my husband made at the beginning of the week, and we've just been using throughout. It has some locally milled flour and, oh gosh, I don't even remember what all's in there, but I can link the pancake recipe below. It's really nice. We always add vanilla, add some milk to it, and I'm just having a couple of these. As you saw, I did throw in some collagen just to kind of beef it up, add some protein. We have been enjoying Kodiak cakes lately, which aren't perfect, but again, just super realistic. It's a way to get some more protein in. The ingredients are pretty good. You can always add a little sourdough starter like the night before to ferment it if you want to, but this is our own homemade version with adding some collagen. Anyways, okay, so pancakes going on the plate. I added some banana. I am trying to be better about eating high potassium foods because I realized that unless I'm really actively trying to do so, I don't always get as much in as is ideal, but banana is always good on top of some pancakes. And I'm just throwing some turkey bacon into a pan here. If you guys have been around for a little bit, you know that I eat this all the time. It's just a really great way to get some extra protein in breakfast. Again, clean ingredients. It's not cured. It's not that I have anything wrong with curing inherently, but the way that generally like turkey bacon or a lot of conventional meats are going to be cured, just not the best. But anyways, you heard me talk about it. It's at Costco. It's awesome. Adding some maple syrup to my pancakes, and voila. After breakfast, I did have just a little bit. This is a very small cup of coffee because I knew I was going out for coffee with a friend later, but wanted some while I was working. So I enjoyed that, got to work, and then like 2 hours later, it was time for second breakfast or first snack, whatever you want to call it. I had some sweet plantain chips, another great high potassium snack from Trader Joe's. They are PUFA free, so I love them. And then some prosciutto. If you want to find something that's cured in a good way, I think prosciutto is, because it's literally just pork and salt, done the old-fashioned way. And then I also had a cup of raw milk with this. Raw milk is a great way to get a lot of essential nutrients like vitamin A, saturated fats in. And I also had some magnesium glycinate as well. I try to be good about taking that every day. I am currently out, so I need to get on that. But then went out to coffee with a friend. This is my favorite coffee shop, Slow by Slow. I didn't actually get a picture of my coffee because I'm awkward, but I had the Kenyan pour over. I got home and I needed to make lunch, but it was time for a piece of toffee. I love this stuff. I rarely ever get it, but I was looking for a treat. So anyways, spinning on into the kitchen and getting started on lunch. I always have, or almost always have, leftovers for lunch. So today we had some pork chops that Samuel had grilled up the night before. This is something we love to do because you can get like a massive pork loin and it can be high quality for a relatively low amount of money. Pork just tends to be a more affordable meat. So we will get a massive pork loin, grill it up, and eat it throughout the week. I added some brown rice that I soaked and cooked, or maybe Samuel did earlier in the week, and then also added in some sauerkraut, which is a phenomenal way to get your probiotics in. Just be considerate of the fact that it is higher histamine. And so if you're struggling with histamine intolerance or deliberately avoiding those high histamine foods, it's probably not the best time to go hard with the sauerkraut. It's all bio-individual. You have to be aware of where your digestion is at. Okay, so a few hours later, I was getting ready to go to the gym and I wanted a pre-workout snack / drink. So I decided to make a big old iced matcha, get a little bit of caffeine in, and then get my macronutrients in, some carbs, a little bit of fat, a little bit of protein with the milk. But my method for this, because I don't currently have a frother or a matcha whisk, has been to add some honey, some hot water, and the matcha to a jar, shake the ever-living daylights out of it. And then once I'm sure there are no clumps, it's nice and foamy. I feel like that kind of indicates you're where you want to be. I pour in some raw milk, and then I'm also going to add some ice as well. You do want to make sure that you're getting a high quality matcha because it can, be contaminated with different things, heavy metals. I know that Peak is a great brand. If you have high quality matcha recommendations though, I'd love to hear them. So please actually drop them in the comments section. So enjoying this, it was massive. I didn't mean to make it quite that big, but it was a great little pre-workout snack. And I decided to get a head start on dinner. Little foreshadowing / just telling you what is going to happen later. This didn't end up being dinner because I kind of ran out of time and we did something quicker, but it was dinner the next day, so I'll still show you. I had gotten this nice roast. It was just a grass-fed beef roast. I salted it thoroughly, and if you salt your meat ahead of time, it really helps to start breaking down the collagen and making it nice and juicy and tender and more flavorful, getting that salt all the way throughout the meat, and it's just all the more delicious. So we're back from the gym. Dinner time has actually come around, and it was like 7 o'clock at this point, way later than we normally work out. So we just wanted to do something quick because that roast was going to take like 3 hours in the oven. So anyways, I am starting out by making a salad. Romaine lettuce is nice and easily digestible, so great for salads, any kind of lighter, just the lettuce as opposed to like a raw kale. If you like eating that kind of thing occasionally, okay, that's fine. I just encourage you to prepare it properly, at least massage it, eat it in moderation, and just be aware of your body and how it's going to react. I'm also snacking on some more prosciutto as I am making dinner. I love adding in like some shallots or some garlic to my salads as well. It gives it a lot of nice flavor and something you can do to kind of take the sharpness off this, which I actually didn't do this time, but great hack is to slice up your shallot, slice up your onion, your garlic, and then go ahead and add it to your acids, your vinegar or your lemon juice, your lime juice in my case, ahead of time, and it helps to kind of soften the sharpness out of that onion or garlic or whatever. So for dressing, I am just using what I have on hand. I had some limes, so I squeezed, yes, that's the right word, a couple limes into measuring cup. I used up some olive oil, and then I didn't have enough, so I also used some avocado oil. We'll come back to that in a second, but roasting some potatoes. So chopped these up, threw them on a baking sheet, and then just tossed with some avocado oil and some salt. Once again, another really nice, naturally high potassium food. So a great way to get your potassium is just be aware of what foods are high potassium and just make habits of implementing them into your regular routine. Okay, back to the dressing. I added some herbs, some garlic powder, there's some salt in there, whisked it up, and then I do like to toss my salad a little bit ahead of time because I want everything to kind of meld together. But yeah, beautiful salad. And then Samuel had actually seared up some chicken while I was doing that. Slicing it up here, we threw it on top of the salad, had that with the potatoes on the side, and it was a very easy, delicious, nourishing dinner. So, all right, y'all, that's it for today. Thanks so much for being here. Until next time. Bye, y'all.